So life can be really tough at times. You know, it's something that everybody struggles with. Nobody's immune to problems or challenges, nor is anybody perfect or perfect at exercising best practices with everything. It's just like a motocross rider. You could have the best rider in the world go out there and have a folly or a bobble in the whoops or something you think a top level rider would not do, he does, or she does. So what makes you think that we're not gonna bobble in life? There's nobody perfect, and any and everything I'm talking about, it is not easy, but it's doable, and it's doable by practicing every day, practicing every thought. Every thought that goes through your mind, put it through a filter. You know, I love reading Proverbs, because Proverbs is so full of wisdom. And one of the verses that I've always remembered is, above all things, guard your heart. And that verse means a lot to me, because we have to guard our heart. So when we talk about this filter, hold every thought captive, we're talking about guarding our heart. Because out of our heart comes everything. Anger, bitterness, unforgiveness, insecurity, low self-esteem, low confidence. All these things come out of our heart. So above all things, guard your heart. We guard our heart by holding every thought captive, right? We talked about the conscious mind is like the doorway to our subconscious mind. And if it's the doorway to our subconscious, and our subconscious is the heart and soul of us, that's where our will, that's where things happen naturally. If our subconscious is where things happen naturally, why would we want to fill it up with the wrong stuff? Because think about that. If it's where things happen naturally, and we're filling it up with the wrong stuff, we're filling it up with bitterness and doubt, we're letting fear take over our life. Well, if things happen naturally there, then naturally we're going to have fear, right? Naturally we're going to be doubtful. Now, naturally our confidence is going to be dinged. So above all things, guard your heart. And a lot of you may be asking, how does this have anything to do with motocross? It has everything to do with motocross. It has everything to do with life. It has everything to do with everything. If you can't get these things right, you ain't gonna get motocross right. Because I guarantee there's some of you out there, me including, that this has happened to, that you're just having a bad day out there. And when you're having a bad day, everything goes to shit. You know, you and the girlfriend may be fighting, or you and the boyfriend may be fighting, or whatever the case is. It's gonna mess your head all up. And how are you gonna go out there and have a good performance when you're focusing on that? How are you gonna go out there and be the best you can be and ride the fastest you've ever ride? How are you gonna find the flow when your head's full of crap? If you can tell me that, then I'll listen. But the thing is, we have to practice these things. So, you know, if there's been something that we've been struggling with for a long time in life, the reason we've been struggling with it for so long is because we haven't changed how we do things. We haven't changed how we think. And so what ends up happening, if I have low confidence, which I'm typically pretty confident, but again, I'm not immune to having my confidence dinged. Nobody is. And I think if somebody said they're confident 100% all the time, they're lying. Just like everybody has an insecurity in one way or another. I don't care what it is. It could be an insecurity over the way they look. It could be an insecurity over the job they have. It could be an insecurity over they don't have the right sponsorship. There's all kinds of insecurities. You know, obviously the worst kind of insecurities is not believing in yourself and letting doubt and fear lead you. letting doubt and fear lead you ruin everything great in your life. They ruin relationships. They ruin trust. They take all the joy out of your life, even when you're racing. I mean, you may find peace when you're racing, but everything around your racing is tainted. So the person, we all struggle with these things, but what we all don't struggle with is not all of us live there, or let insecurity live there, or doubt or fear control our life. It creeps up on all of us, but we can't live there. In other words, we can't deal with this stuff all the time. That's life-taking. And we correct these things by how we think. And when we are like this, or we have been like this, again, I go back to, we're like this because we've done things a certain way our whole life. We've thought a certain way. We haven't challenged our thoughts. You know, but the thing is, a lot of times nobody's taught us. You know, I mean, my parents taught me a lot of great things, but a lot of these things I've learned on my own too, you know, through failure and different things like that. But it all comes down to wisdom. If you want to change your life, you have to have more wisdom. That's all there is to it. Wisdom changes everything, and then you got to apply it. You know, you just can't be the smartest dude in the world or the smartest girl in the world and not apply, be a plethora of knowledge and you don't apply anything, you know.